A very warm welcome to all of you and my sincere namaskar from India. Myself, Dr. Yash Sharma from Central University of Kerala in India. I will be discussing the implementation of virtual reality in school education in the light of national education policy. So, here we will discover how implementing virtual reality in Indian schools can revolutionize the education system and its alignment with the goals set by the national education policy. So, what is virtual reality? Definitely, we know it, but I'm just describing in a simple way that the things which are virtually available, that may be um, a copy of any or replica of any place, or maybe develop something new. But we see these with some proper gadgets like virtual reality boxes or head mounted devices. So then we feel them it as a reality. So things which are virtually available, if you see with the help of uh, so, virtual reality boxes, so like 3D simulations and other things, so we feel it as a reality, as a virtual reality. Then this basically the launch of this national education policy in India is a futuristic event, we can say that, because the it has some goals and objectives that the aims to transform of the Indian education system, emphasizing the holistic development, critical thinking, and experiential learning. And I believe that virtual reality has that potential for experiential learning. Then this curriculum reforms. The policy promotes a flexible and multidisciplinary curriculum, integrating vocational skills and promoting creativity and innovations. And as far as technology integration is concerned for this policy, the national education policy recognizes the importance of technology in education and advocates for its seamless integration to enhance learning outcomes. So, previous policy that has been launched in India, it was launched in the 1980s. So, there is a huge difference. So, the education, especially the education technology, has changed a lot during these time periods. And although the schools they are using the new technologies, but that if once comes under the ambit of the national education policy, so then the government has to implement that in all the schools. So this is the benefit for this policy. And this policy emphasizes the about the use of disruptive and immersive technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and artificial intelligence in the almost all level of the education. But I am typically talking about the school education. So this policy has already given the node for using the virtual reality in the school education. The policy also very ambitious about the education reforms in India, multidisciplinary learning approach, and flexible and inclusive education. As you see, the Indian education system, especially the school system, it's a vast network of the schools. About 14, um, more than 14 lakh schools are there in India. That's approximately, you can say, 1.48 million schools are there in the India, which is much more than the population of some of the countries in the world. Okay, so inclusive education, that's education for all, irrespective of any geographical location, any caste, creed. So that should be inclusive. So that is the mandate of the one of the mandate of the this policy. Okay, then definitely the benefits of using the virtual reality in schools, it will enhancing that learning experience, it will fostering the creativity and that critical thinking and bridging the gap between theory and practical knowledge. So as I said that the India has a very vast network of the schools. Okay, and a large number of students who are enrolling over there. But if you see the facilities which are available across the schools, so especially the laboratory facilities, so many schools don't have the full-fledged laboratory facilities. If some of the schools have, and especially I'm talking about the rural India, if the facilities are there, they are not that proper facilities. So in that sense, definitely the virtual reality has a large of number of benefits that the students at least can do some and then you can say that we are talking about that fostering of critical creativity and critical thinking, and bridging the gap between the theory and the practical knowledge. So definitely some of the challenges are there for the and considerations. That's the infrastructure requirement, cost implication, and training and upskilling of the educators. So as um, definitely these are all the critical factors to implement. But to overcome all these factors, we had implemented this experiential learning center, and this is the infrastructure that you can say that we procure from with the help of funding from CSR, and this is also proposed that you can put that in one cabinet with the charging facility, and this is the setup you can see for the children's. They can sit and see the content which is controlled and rendered by the teachers through the tablet, and all the devices has been connected through that through the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth with the that tablet, which control all the content rendering, so that the content should be available seamlessly to all the learners, the same content in a synchronization manner. And most of the delegates also visited the labs. So definitely the potential of VR to revolutionize education in India, as India has a vast number of networks of schools, but a few have that labs and all that, so that simulations can be provided with virtual reality, and it has that future prospectus and opportunities for VR in Indian schools. And there is a call to action that embracing VR to transform education in India. That we need to encourage the policymakers, the educators, and other stakeholders so that they can use benefit of this technology and implement in their school systems. So how they can implementation strategy that can be taken as a pilot project and case studies, just like the experiential learning center. It's one of the pilot projects. Collaborate with the technology partners, so that that can overcome the burden of expensive devices, and integration with existing curriculum, which is very actually important. The same concept and topic should be taught to the learners. So definitely that potential impact of virtual reality in the Indian education system is going to be huge, and the future possibility and recommendation that explore future possibility and strategic recommendation for the widespread adoption of VR in school education, ensuring sustainable benefit. Okay, so thank you very much.